do you do, football fans? This is Jack Brickhouse, along with Ernest Custina, saying welcome to the football warm-up on WGN Radio. And gee, what fun it is to be able to say that once more. Here's the run-up now. Here's the boot by Jim Turner. This carries very deep into the end zone. Halsey Taylor downs it in there, and this football game is underway. First and 10 now for the College All-Stars on their own 20-yard line. And coming in from the sideline, Terry Hanratty is going to be the quarterback for this ball club. Ed Podolak is in there as one of the running backs. Podolak, the boy from Iowa. Flanker to the right, split and left now for the College All-Stars. First and 10 to go, and it's a handoff and a running play, and hit real hard right now is Paul Gibson from Houston, 6-footer, 205-pounder, who figures to be their best running back. He was grabbed quickly by the right linebacker on that play, Larry Grantham, for the Jets. The up front four for the Jets now are Philbin, Rochester, Elliott, and Biggs. Their linebackers, Atkinson with the middle assignment, Ralph Baker on the left, Larry Grantham on the right. And their defensive backs, and these fellows are all going to be figuring to get a lot of work out tonight. Randy Beverly, Johnny Sample, Jim Hudson, and Bill Baird. And ready for the slow count, drops back, throws a quick pass, out in the flat, incomplete. His target on that play, on the far side of the field that time, was Gene Washington, who has shown a lot in practice. Johnny Sample was guarding him very closely on the play. It's going to be third down now on 11. Third down 11. The Jets, of course, with a great defensive ball club, they certainly demonstrated that last year. Perhaps an underrated defense, for that matter. And the All-Stars, coached by a young fellow, knows a little bit about defense, too, as well as offense. Otto Graham, I'll never forget their head coach himself at Northwestern in the All-Star game up there at Dyke Stadium that year, running 97 yards with an intercepted pass. Here's Hanratty scrambling a little, and he throws, and it's incomplete. His target on that last play was Bob Klein from USC, who was losing his balance on the play, as did Jimmy Hudson, who was the left safety trying to cover him. So now it's fourth down 11, and obviously the All-Stars will have to punt. Their punter is Bradley. Now they've got two Bradleys on this ball club. They have got Bill Bradley, and they've got Dave Bradley. This is Bill Bradley from Texas. And the two deep men now for the New York Jets. One of them is Mike Battle, standing at the 40-yard line. The other should be Cecil Leonard. Here's the boot. It's high. And a fair catch is called for at the 47-yard line on the far side of the field. That was Cecil Leonard. And so now the New York Jets own the ball. First and 10 to go on their own 47-yard line. A 34-yard boot net from scrimmage. And the quarterback for the Jets is Mr. Babe Perilli. Check that. Wrong. It is Namath. I thought for a minute they were going to pull some, a little bit of a surprise and maybe let Perilli start the ball game. Instead it is Joe Namath. Team 10. Back goes Joe. He's got plenty of time. He fakes. Now he throws up the middle, and he hits his man at the 34-yard line. He hits fake Turner, who went up in the air well. That was a straight downfield pass. Turner going up in the air, making a good catch. Actually, he caught that with two men guarding him very closely on the play. Bill Thompson seemed to be backed up there with him, and also Bill Bradley, the right safety. Nevertheless, he completed a 20-yard pass. It's now first and 10 to go for the Jets. The ball on the 33-yard line of the College All-Stars. Here's the snap, a handoff, and this time the ball goes to the running halfback on the left side. That's Matt Snell, who was a great hero in the Super Bowl game. Boy, this guy was really something. Because he was able to punch for that tough yardage all afternoon in that game. That forced the opposition, Baltimore Colts, to play an honest defense on him. Pritchard and Babbage, the linebackers on the right and the left, both converged on him that time, but Matt still got that ball down to the 26-yard line. It's going to be second down 4 now. Snell, number 41. Here's Boozer now. Over the middle he goes. Slant play. Good blocking. Very good blocking indeed. In the front part of that line, Talamini and John Smith, the center, and the guard on the left side for the New York Jets open a very good hole. And now it's first and 10 to go. With 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's the New York Jets ball. First and 10 to go. They have that ball now on the 21-yard line of the College All-Stars. All-Stars coming up with a 5-man line now. 5-2 actually. Slow count by Namath on this one. Team 10. There's the snap. A quick handoff to Snell. Sweeps around the left-hand side. He got one good spring block. There's a fumble on the play, and I believe the All-Stars have recovered. They have. Now, lost the ball at the 13-yard line, and recovering for the college All-Stars on that play was Bill Thompson, the defensive back, number 30. And we're getting a little bit of an argument as to whether or not Thompson actually gets credit for that recovery. Well, we'll worry about that part later anyway. The mark is stopped, and the All-Stars have the ball. 1st and 10 to go now on the 13-yard line of the Stars. And Randy still quarterbacking the ball club. Gibson and Podolak, the running backs. Back goes Terry. He's going to pass. Woo, boy, a sideline pass high out of bounds. His target was Washington on the play. It goes as an incomplete pass, and charging through there, incidentally, for the New York Jets, and dumping him rather hard was Big John Elliott, the defensive tackle of the Jets. It'll be 2nd down 10. As yet, the All-Stars have yet to make a gain. They have incomplete passes, and the running plays that they tried lost a yard. It is 2nd down 10. The clock's showing 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're pretty well backed up in their own territory now, their own 13-yard line. Hanratty drops back. Here's a trot play. The ball being handed off to Podolak, rather Gibson, after faking to Podolak, and he moves the ball just about up to the line of scrimmage, maybe not even that far. Nope, give them a loss of 1 yard on the play. So this defense by the New York Jets is certainly a tough one up till now.
Boy, yes it is, Jack, and I noticed that Terry Hanratty is conscious of that because he's gone to the air so often and probably will continue to do so. Right now he wants to get out of that hole he's in, though. He's got the ball on the 12-yard line.
Ball on the 12-yard line. Here's Hanratty wants to pass again. He's gambling pretty good, and here is almost an interception. Boy, that was very, very close. The target on the play... The target on that play was Mike O'Shea, and the fellow who almost intercepted it was Larry Grantham from Mississippi. You can see that number 60 popping up in front of that ball. 10-year veteran, right linebacker. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you something. When you start to throw short or medium passes that deep in your own territory, you are really gambling, Cup. Mike battle with a deep man. Here's the boot. Better than the last one. Still comes up to midfield, and it's going to be taken by Leonard. He's at the 45, and he is hit very, very hard as he gets to the 42-yard line. Man, he was really hit. The fellow who really hit him for the All-Stars that time was Carl Garrett. We'll return with more action in just a minute.
All right, Jack, we're seeing an All-Star team that's been unable to untrack itself so far, but that does not mean that it won't get going eventually. So far, Terry Hanratty of Notre Dame has been unable to hit on any of his passes. Some of them have been way off the mark. Some were close, and one was almost intercepted. So the All-Stars have not shown anything on offense as yet. But here we go, Jack, now with the ball on the All-Stars' 41-yard line.
Split away to the right this time is Sauer. Here's the handoff now to Matt Snell, off right tackle, head down, plows across the 40, gets to the 38-yard line, hit by 2 or 3 of the Stars. First man to make contact with him from the squad that time was Big Bill Stanfield. Stanfield, of course, a real giant, stands 6'6", weighs 250 pounds, big boy from Georgia. It's going to be 2nd down, last play. Matt Snell and Emerson Boozer, particularly Snell, give the Jets a much better running attack than most people give them credit for, because after all, so many people think that there's a pass play with Namath in there, but it isn't that way at all. Broadway Bill can throw that great pass. Here's the trap play. It's Snell again, and they find a little hole. It closes up kind of fast, but he still gets the ball down to the 36-yard line. First man to make contact with him was Big Kruger, with also help coming up in the secondary from Bill Bradley. Put the ball now on the 36-yard line, 3rd down 5. It'll be interesting to see what strategy the Jets come up with if the All-Stars hold on this particular play. Will they try for the long field goal? Here is Namath dropping back. There is the bomb, and it's incomplete. The target on that one was Big Turner. Didn't work at all. From Maryland State was hounding him. And as a result, the Jets now have themselves a 4th down and 5 position with the ball on the All-Stars 36-yard line. Now the goalposts are on the goal line, and Jim Turner has come in. He is going to attempt a long field goal. It will be about a 43-yard field goal. Well, here's the kick. Watch it now. It is good. He made it. And so, with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, the score at Soldier Field is the New York Jets 3, the College All-Stars nothing. We'll be back with the kick. It seemed like just an ordinary football pileup, but after the dust settled, Bear star Gale Sayers was down with a badly injured knee. That was 9 months ago. Now, in Sunday's Chicago Tribune magazine, Cooper Rollo writes about the amazing comeback of the Kansas Comet, who says he'll be running again this season better than ever. Read about Sayers in Sunday's Chicago Tribune magazine. And Roger Worley of the deep man, Turner up the ball. He kicks. It's not as deep as the first one. Going to be taken by Worley at the 5, 10, 15, 20. He is head of the 20-yard line and hit very, very hard. Cecil Leonard, driving hard underneath that kickoff, was the first man to make contact with him, and so the All-Stars have the ball now. First and 10 to go on their own 20, we'll call it the 21-yard line. I might add this is the farthest upfield they've had it by 1 yard.
That's right, Jack. All-Stars have the ball, and perhaps they've got their little machinery going. If you get the field, you know, the first couple of plays are always difficult against the pro team. Here we go, Jack.
Little Jerry Levias is in the ball game now, and Gibson goes in motion to his left on this one. Quarterback is a new man in there for the All-Stars. Is Bob Douglas from Kansas. He started to sweep around the right side. Douglas, you know, is one of the better runners. Of the 3 quarterbacks, Greg Cook, Terry Hanratty, and Bobby Douglas from Kansas. Douglas, by the way, a Bears draft choice. Douglas is 6'4", 215. He's built a little bit along the Roman Gabriel lines, and he can run with that ball. He can run kind of hard. There was a flag down on that last play. And the All-Stars were offside. And I guess the penalty is going to be...
No, they took the 5-yard penalty.
They did, I guess. Yeah. On the 16-yard line where it becomes 1st and 15. The clock showing 8:20 to go. Here's the snap. The rush is on. He sweeps around to the left side this time, and he finally throws the ball. Just before he got to that line of scrimmage, he intended that pass for Ed Podolak or Jerry Levias. They were both down there, and he had the option of neither one of them. And it looks like he was going to try to run with that ball after all. Douglas running wide just ran out of real estate in a hurry because they had too good a pursuit angle on him before it was all over. He had to throw that ball almost in self-defense. It is now 2nd down, 15. It's the All-Stars ball. 2nd down, 15 here at Soldiers Field, WGN Radio Chicago, before a crowd of well over 70,000 people. I imagine about 75 cup before it's all over. Here's Gibson in motion out to the left again. Here's the snap, and it's a fake. Fake running a quick handoff to Podolak, and Ed Podolak tried into about the left guard spot on that line, and John Elliott from the New York Jets has seen that play before. He wasn't fooled at all, no matter how hard Dave Bradley tried to knock him out of there, and George Coon's working on him as well. So that is now going to make it, as a result of a declined penalty, 3rd and 15, or approximately 14 yards to go for the All-Stars. 3rd down, 14. Quarterback Douglas barks it out, drops back. He's a left-handed passer, and he is going to be way out of it. He's up to the 20, the 25, and he is down at about the 25-yard line. Brought down by Al Atkinson, the middle linebacker, and Ralph Baker, the left linebacker for the New York Jets. But believe me, Mr. Douglas showed a little class on that one. He managed to squirt away from a real crowd, and the ball has been advanced up to the 24-yard line, where at 4th and 7, no doubt, they'll punt. Cecil Leonard and Mike Battle are the deep men, anticipating the punt, standing between the 35 and 40-yard line of the Jets. The Jets out in front 3-0 in the game with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. First quarter, I better say. The boot will come from about the 15. He just does get this one away. Left-footed kick, and here is the catch by Battle on a fair catch. The Jets don't have the ball on their 47-yard line. This is 27 yards net from scrimmage, not too much of a punt. Timeout on the field. Will return with more action in just 1 minute. Split away to the left now is Big Turner. To the right is Maynard. And the tight end with this ball club right now is Pete Lamons, quite a veteran. As the New York Jets take over the football on their own 47-yard line. They broke their huddle, then re-huddled, and now they have broken once more. the wingback on the left side. And here goes Mr. Namath dropping back to his 38. He throws for the bound, and he's got Maynard in the clear almost. Beautiful save at the very last minute. A save by Jimmy Marsalis from Tennessee State. Play. 6-footer, 191, and he got all 6 feet and then into that stretch to break up that play because Mr. Maynard, one of the outstanding pass receivers in professional football, looked like he had gotten behind him, looked like he had a beating cut.
These kids like Jim Marsalis of Tennessee State and Bill Thompson of Maryland State and Brown of Oklahoma State and W. Bradley of Texas, they're sticking right through those receivers. They're very, very fast and very good on defense. Here we go, Jack.
Same formation as the last time. And back goes Namath, only it's a quickie just over the line this time to his tight right end. Slamming. And Pete grabs the ball, gets a little yardage on the play, moves the ball now across 50 down to the 44-yard line of the All-Stars. And here now is a 3rd down and 1.5. The Jets are here in white uniforms with green numerals. Green and white are their official colors. The All-Stars, of course, in the traditional red, white, and blue uniforms of the college All-Stars. Dark blue uniforms with a dark blue field with white numerals, big white numerals, and red stars on a white background on their shoulders. Here's the snap, and here's the handoff to Snell, and here's old reliable man. Around left end he goes, and he is forced out of bounds by Thompson on the far side of the field, but nevertheless, he makes that yardage. He's the guy who's their hard runner, their 3rd down 3, 3rd down 2, 3rd down 4, 3rd down 1 man, Matt Snell. You know, Joe Namath, in voting for the most valuable man in the Super Bowl, voted for Snell.
Jack, that's right, and that play that Snell just ran was typical of the play they used with such devastating effect against Baltimore. That was that reverse play over the defensive right end, and they work it magnificently, and the All-Stars are finding out how effective it can be. Here we go, Jack.
Ball on the 33-yard line of the All-Stars. 1st down 10 now for the Jets, who lead 3-0 in this football game with 6.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Here is Namath throwing, and he hits his tight right end Lemons again. Inside the 20, down to the 19-18-yard line. First man to make contact with him, and George Jones, the big tackle, who started his rush and then dropped back on pass defense. 15 yards net on that play, and the Jets appear to be on the march once more. Racing in from the sidelines now is somebody up front. And coming in now to help is Bob Hines, defensive tackle for the college All-Stars. And he's replacing Nonamaker, actually, so that means Hines, who is kind of a swing man behind all of the 4 rushmen, is now in there as the inside right tackle. And here is a quick handoff now. It goes to Emerson Boozer as he hits the left tackle. He gets a little yardage on this play. The All-Stars are pretty well ready for that one. And the first man to make contact with him was Big Ed White. Bob Babbage, the right linebacker, also helping out on the tackle. The ball has been moved now to the inside the 13-yard line. Will become 2nd down 5. We'll call it the 13-yard line. Boozer has 12 yards and 2 carries, and Snell has 30 yards and 5 carries on the ground for these New York Jets. They lead 3-0. About 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Namath barking it out again now. Here's Joe. The handoff goes to Boozer. Ooh, beautiful. Hole open up for him that time, just to the left of center. Head down, and Emerson really plowed all the way down to the 5-yard line. In the left side of that line for the Jets, Talamini and Schmidt and Hill did a beautiful job of opening that hole. And as hard as they tried, Kruger and Hines just could do nothing about it, even the linebackers. It is now going to be 1st down and goal to go. The ball almost at the 5-yard line. The Jets are deuce backfield now for the New York Jets. Here's the snap, the handoff to Snell, sweeps around to the left side, and he spears this time. Off on the play. The All-Stars, Thompson got in there real fast. Also charging in there very hard for them on that play was Bill Berge, the linebacker, and Bill really came in there with a hard one. It is now 2nd down, goal to go, the ball on the 9-yard line. Out of the huddle they come. Slowly up to the line, he's got Maynard flanked out to the right. Picked up by the left cornerback. He's got Big Thunder's put away to the left on this play. Namath barking it out, takes the handoff, looks like he wants to pass. He waits, he runs, now he throws, and he lobs it in the end zone, incomplete. His target was Maynard. Maynard complaining to the downfield official about holding on the part of the defensive back, getting nowhere with it. complaining a little bit about Marcellus, who was sticking to him very closely on the play and who was not fooled. Not fooled at all. It is now going to be third down, goal to go. Third down, goal to go. And if the All-Stars hold here, you're going to have to say that they are a tough club. Right now, the Jets lead by a score of 3-0. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Out of the huddle now come the New York Jets. Here's the snap. Back he goes. He looks to his right. He waits. He throws way out of the end zone. The target this time was made it again and again. It was Marcellus, who was hounding him very closely. And now with fourth down and goal to go, the ball on the 9-yard line. Mr. Jim Turner is probably going to attempt a field goal. Dave Perilli trotting on the field. He'll hold for him. Blocking will be Lee White on this one. He's also a backup running back. The kick will come from just about the 16-yard line. Go in the first quarter here at Soldiers Field. Biggest crowd in years watching this football game. The place down. Here's the boot. It is good. So, with 3:30 to go in the first quarter of the score, the New York Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing.
Well, so far as they say, the Jets certainly have dominated the play here, although they've been held to 2 field goals, no touchdown, but they certainly have dominated the play every time they got possession of the ball. Pardon me, they've been able to move it fairly well, whereas the All-Stars have not been able to move the ball at all against the Jets' defense.
Twice now they have prevented the Jets from scoring a touchdown when it looked like the Jets had themselves a beautiful opportunity. Okay, taken by Worley in the end zone. He's going to try it. He's out to 15, the 20, spins away, and battles his way to the 25-yard line. Very good work indeed. Grabbing him hard before it was all over was Big Frank Peters. Also getting in on that tackle was John Dockery on the play, so the All-Stars on the ball. First and 10 to go now on their own 26-yard line. First and 10 for the All-Stars. Let's see who's quarterback in this ball club. Hanratty had no good luck moving it, so they tried Douglas. Now Terry's back in there once more. First and 10, the ball on the 26-yard line. All-Stars ball on their own 26, 6-0 in favor of the New York Jets. Here is a pass. Back to the line of scrimmage, completed to Gibson, and he fights his way forward for a small gain on the play. He gets up to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. The fellow who put him down before it was all over on that last one was Bill Baird, the defensive back. The ball has been advanced now to the 29-yard line, so this is the farthest upfield. The All-Stars have owned the football yet. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here at Soldiers Field, and out of the huddle they come. There's a little snap and a little ginger now. Jerry Levias puts away to the left. Flanker out there to the right. Washington, here's the handoff. It goes to Gibson, and head down. Mr. Gibson plows hard, very hard indeed. Paul Gibson from Houston, off right tackle. Bill Baird was the first man to make contact with him. They're playing a very tight defense. The Jets were on that play, but he still made himself a little yardage. It is now third down 5. Third down 5. The ball on the 31-yard line. These fellows, as Cup pointed out, given some confidence, getting rid of those early butterflies that might have a little fun before it's over. And here is an incomplete pass. Diving for the ball was Portolak, and he's complaining now to the head lineman on the far side of the field that he was interfered with, but the official is not buying it at all. Bill Makepeace from the Big Ten. That's a good name for an official, isn't it? William Makepeace, huh? And any minute we expect to see Mr. Thackeray come out there and work the other side of the field with him. Anyway, fourth down and 5 now. And the All-Stars are going to move. Here's the kick. Gets it away from the 20. It's high. It carries pretty well. Fair catch called for. And hey! The ball is a free ball now. There's a battle for it at the 28-yard line. And the Jets have recovered, but boy, it was a close call for the Jets. Cecil Leonard called for a fair catch. And it's the best punt yet by the All-Stars. A 40-yard boot and a -2 return. So the Jets own the ball on their own 27-yard line. Score, Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing. A minute and 20 seconds to go. The All-Stars, of course, being amateurs, being collegians, and being the underdogs in the game, are kind of the sentimental favorite of the crowd. You're going to hear this partial crowd cheering anything good that happens to them, and not as much cheering for good things that might happen to the Jets. Here is Namath. He throws way out here. And his target was Matt Snell, but it was just no go. He overshot him by a good 5 or 10 yards. In the meantime, we may have ourselves a little bit of a penalty. Nope, Dick Moore got away with that one. Dick Moore from Villanova, the big left inside tackle, 6'6", 285 pounds, the heaviest man on the squad. Not the tallest, however. They got one who is 6'7", but he is the heaviest at 285. Gave a pretty good nudge to Mr. Namath before that pass was all completed. All-Stars on the defense, and if their defense holds here, the Jets are going to have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Or this evening, I better say. And back goes Namath. He's back all the way to his 10. He's being big. He throws, and it's complete back to the line of scrimmage to Boozer, but he is down for a loss on the play. The All-Stars had that one got him pretty well. And Ron Pritchard and Bill Berge, the linebackers, down Emerson Boozer on the 24-yard line. It is a complete pass. However, they lost yardage on the play. That makes it now 3rd down, 14 yards to go. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter at Soldier Field in Chicago. WGN Radio Chicago. First and sound, first in service, first in sports. Namath has completed 4 out of 9 for 40 yards. Less than 50% of his passes so far tonight. 3rd down 4. 3rd down 14 rather. Now watch this one. This is a big play in this first quarter coming up right now. Real big play indeed. And back goes Joe. He looks. He's got time. He throws. And it is incomplete. There is a flag down on the play. Now Maynard was the target. And Marsalis and also the All-Stars Terry Brown were guarding the man. And if this goes as pass interference, of course, the Jets own the football at the 42-yard line. Nope, they're going to walk with it. It is defensive holding. That'll give them first down. Defensive holding at the 28-yard line.
Who we go call at that spot on the field. That's what he called.
Okay. Just holding the receiver up, I guess, instead of interfering.
That's right.
Attempted catch. And here's the sideline pass, and Maynard loses this one. Had it in his hands, but could not handle it. And Don Maynard and the ball both go out of bounds at the same time. This first quarter is just about over. Time for one play. The clock shows about 2 seconds to go in the quarter. The Jets lead by a score of 6-0. It's 2nd down 10 now for the Jets with the ball on their own 29-yard line. It's actually between the 28 and 29, but we don't like to deal in those fractions. Split away to the left is Bake Turner. Again, Maynard is out to the right. The tight right on this time is Pete Lamons. Boozer and Snell of the deuce backfield, and back goes Joe. He fakes the handoff, and he's looking for a receiver. He throws upfield, and he finds Turner in the clear midfield. Big Turner lined up on the left side and did a beautiful bias pattern and caught that ball in the clear of midfield, 25 yards net on the play. And so there's the quarter. The first quarter is all over. Score, the Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing. Well, cut. Quite an interesting first quarter.
Yes, it was a very interesting first half, and the All-Stars managed to get away pretty lucky, I would say, because they held the Jets to only 6 points, and the Jets had, as we pointed out, dominated the play in the first half and moved the ball almost at will. First down 10 on the All-Stars, 47 for the Jets.
First and 10 for the Jets. Joe Namath still quarterbacking. Ball on the All-Stars 47. Here's the handoff. The ball goes to Snell, and off right guard he goes. Gets a little yardage. Pulls his way inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. That's going to make it 2nd down and 7. Tackle made by Jim Marsalis, who so far has been quite an outstanding defensive player for the College All-Stars here in the 36th annual game on the lakefront in Chicago at Soldier Field. The capacity and colorful crowd. 2nd down now, 7 yards to go. The second quarter, 1 play old, just about 30 seconds old. Mathis has gone in. He's a new man on their roster. There's a flag down on this play. 2 flags down. Here's the pass, caught by Bake Turner at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's down at the 3-yard line. If that penalty is against the All-Stars, they're in trouble. Bake Turner catching the pass on the sidelines and sprinting all the way across the 5-yard line. All-Stars were offside on the play, and the Jets are just too happy to decline that penalty. It's going to be 1st and goal to go. Bake Turner coming up with a 42-yard catch. And that That gives them first and goal to go now on the 3-yard line. Now the Jets are out in front by a score of 6-0. And they're in danger of making it 13-0 any minute here. Deuce backfield, Emerson Boozer, Matt Snell. Signal call, the handoff goes to Boozer, off right guard he goes. He's not in there yet. He had a hole, but it closed in a hurry as these All-Stars battle against that charging right side of the New York Jets line. Bottom man of that whole affair for the College All-Stars with Bob Babich, with Maxwell also a secondary man helping. Given two, it's going to be second down, goal to go. And the College All-Stars really have a big problem now. Second down, goal to go. Amos looks left, right, left again. Now straight ahead, barks it out. Here's the snap, the handoff to Snell. Did he make it or not? No, sir. He tried to dive over, and he was caught waist high by a standing up type tackle. Settled on him was the middle linebacker, Bill Berkey. The ball has now been advanced to the 1-foot line. It is now third down, goal to go. Third down, goal to go for the Jets. All Stars digging in. Boys are down their hands and knees now, running that goal line. The Jets line all bunched up. Watch it. Big play. Here's the snap. The handoff goes to Snell, and he hasn't made it yet. The right side of the All-Star defense holds up once again as Berkey with help from Babich. And between the two of them, Bob Babich and Phil Berkey, they managed to stop that drive. As a matter of fact, they lost almost a yard on the play. Now it is fourth down and goal to go. And if these kids make this goal line stand successful, it could do an amazing number of things for their morale. Okay, let's see if he uncorks one here. He's got Maynard out to the right. He's got Fake Turner split away to the left. Joe Namath looking for that one play out of his bag of tricks now that'll send it over. Here is the handoff, and it is so good. They hold the All-Stars, hold on the play. They drive him back to the 2 or 3 yard line, attempting to go across, who has just come into the action. Was Mathis, who has just joined this ball club. A guy by the name of Bill Mathis, the running back, and the crowd, 70,000 plus, really applauds this tremendous effort by the College All-Stars. That's one of the best stands that an All-Star team has ever made. And you can stop them. You are playing this game pretty well. All right. And now it's Greg Cook who's in there quarterbacking. Here's a high pass way downfield, and here's a flag down. Gene Washington was the target, and it could be interference on that number 42, Randy Beverly. The All-Stars have the ball way up on their own 29-yard line as a result of pass interference. The target was Gene Washington. And here is a big break now for the All-Stars. Not only have they come up with a tremendous goal line stand, but pass interference gives them the ball first and 10 to go on their own 29-yard line. Here is Greg Cook dropping back. He rolls out to his right. He throws a sideline pass, and it is caught, but caught out of bounds. Caught out of bounds here on the near side of the field by Jerry Levias. Little right halfback from SMU, stands 5'10", 172, a pretty small man by today's football standards.
Caught the ball out of bounds, though, Jack. It was a very good effort.
Ball on the 29-yard line, second down 10 now for the Stars. Greg Cook, the quarterback from Cincinnati. Third quarterback used by Otto tonight. Here's the handoff, and the ball is handed off. And the minute is handed off to Gibson. The minute he gets the ball, he is really nailed fast. He was just barely able to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage. As a matter of fact, he didn't quite get it back. Missed it by about a foot and a half. We'll call it third down and 10, however. Third down 10 for the All-Stars. Their defense has been superb. Their offense has yet to get on track. Left end split away. Tight end right. Here's Cook looking to his right. He waits. He throws up the middle. And it is incomplete at the 49-yard line. Jerry Levias was the target. Jimmy Hudson and Sample were the fellas who were bothering him on that play. Johnny Sample. And as a result, the All-Stars once again have to give up that football, and dropping back in a twin safety are going to be Cecil Leonard, number 28, and Mike Battle, number 40. Okay, fourth down 10. New York Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing. Here's the boot. It's very high. It comes down at the 25-yard line. And you have to give Cecil Leonard credit for being able to hang on to that one. 47-yard boot net from scrimmage. Very fine kick indeed by Bradley. Timeout on the field now. We'll return with more action in just 1 minute. 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first half. Cut.
Well, Jack, the most thrilling thing so far, as you mentioned, in this ball game has been that goal line defense for which Babbage and Berkey did such a remarkable job, and we trust that that defense will continue to keep this ball game within bounds. Here we go, Jack.
Jets ball, first and 10 to go on their own 25-yard line as a result of that 47-yard net punt. Namath hands off now to Snell. Snell running hard, has a hole at left tackle, battles his way across the 30, moves up to the 33-yard line. Once again, it was Bob Babbage who made the tackle, the right linebacker from Miami of Ohio, 6'1", 225-pounder, a young fellow who really is going to be an outstanding pro off his performance so far here this evening. It is now second down 1. Give them 9 on the last play. The ball advanced to the 34-yard line. The All-Stars are using a 5-man line for the most part here at this particular series of downs. Now they drop to as a matter of fact, almost a 6-1. With that right linebacker up almost on the line of scrimmage. Here's the fake handoff, and here's Namath looking for a receiver. He throws way down here, and Big Turner tried to beat his man, but it was no go. The fellow he was trying to beat was Eugene Epps, and Epps from Texas at El Paso, 6'2", 185, made the turn with him. Big did a beautiful faking job that time. He turned right, left, and he ran a kind of a semicircular pattern before it was all over, but still in all, he was able to only watch that pass fall out of reach because he just could not get loose to grab it. Pretty well back in their own territory at their own 34-yard line. They're all lined up. Namath on a slow count this time. Looks like he might be trying to draw somebody across the line. A little early. He finally gets the ball. Here's the handoff. Ooh, a beautiful hole. And Snell is through there for first down with plenty of yardage to spare. And this time, again, Talamini and Winston Hill and Johnny Schmidt in the left side of that offensive line for the Jets did a beautiful job. Put the ball now at the 43-yard line. First and 10 to go. 9 minutes, 30 seconds of playing time remaining in the first half. The Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing here at Soldier Field in Chicago. They waste no time in the huddle this time. They're lined up pretty well. Snell and Boozer are still the deuce backfield for the New York Jets, and they're white with green numerals. They also wear white shoes, many of them. Here is a quick flat pass. Caught out there by Don Maynard. He gets to midfield with it, but not too much farther than that. He may have sneaked across midfield, but that's about it. Maxwell coming up in the secondary helped knock him down on that play. And that gives the New York Jets, wait a minute, we got a walk-off here. Big penalty against the All-Stars. Probably unnecessary roughness. It looked like there might have been a little temper flare on the far side of the field. It is. It's a personal foul against one of the All-Stars, and that puts the ball now on the All-Stars' 34-yard line. And again, the Jets are in a pretty good spot. Namath, once again, is in the driver's seat with his ball club. They have the ball in All-Star territory. Here's a trap play, and it's Emerson Boozer grabbing it, and he's grabbed as he gets to the 31-yard line by 3 or 4 of the All-Stars. The first man to make contact with him was again Bob Babbage. Berge coming up in the secondary, and the left linebacker, Ron Pritchard from Arizona State, also got involved in that one before it was over. Put the ball down on the 31-yard line, second down 7, give them 3 on the last play. Clock continues to move along now as the All-Stars take their defensive positions, and also in there on the defense for the All-Stars now I see is Tommy Maxwell on the left side. It looks like he might be playing a free safety back there. Here's the snap. Back goes Namath. The Broadway Joe Consteon throws the sideline pass, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete. This time it was Epps again. And it looks to me like Namath is calling plays in which he can get Big Turner away from the Jim Marsalis side. Marsalis is the defensive left halfback for the ball club, forcing Epps to take up the job of trying to beat Big Turner or not be beaten by him. And so far, Epps has been equal to the task as well. So Gene Epps and Jim Marsalis have been doing good pass defensive work for the All-Stars here in this game. Slow count. Possibly inaudible, and here is a quick pass back of the line of scrimmage to Snell. It's one-on-one, and Snell is dumped over by Marcellus coming up in the secondary as he tried to outrun the all-star Bill Berge, the linebacker. Now, did he or did he not make first down yardage? He did, and this time, Mr. Namath called the right play again. He flipped a quick pass back of the line of scrimmage, kind of a swing pass out there to Matt Snell, and Snell, who's got to be the most reliable runner that the Jets have, made 9 yards on that play. It is first and 10 now for the New York Jets. The ball is from the All-Stars 23-yard line. The Jets 6, the All-Stars nothing. 7:45 to go in the first half. Here's a handoff now to Boozer, runs around the left side, and he just cannot do a thing. As he tried to turn the corner, Epps and Babbage got to him. That puts the ball down on the 22-yard line. He might have had 1 yard on that play. It's second down and 9. Second down, 9. Maxwell coming in from the bench now. And going out for the All-Stars. Here is a pass. Almost caught by Maynard. Wait a minute. Here's the flag down now as Maynard had his hands on the ball at the 2-yard line, and they are going to rule interference against the College All-Stars defense. Once again, the Jets are going to get that ball first and goal to go. Well, how many of these goal line stands can you ask a ball club to make without being scored on? It is going to be first and goal to go now for the Jets. Another pass interference penalty. Jets out in front by a score of 6-0, and they've got a chance to make it 13 inside of a couple plays here. Here's the snap. The handoff goes to Snell. Sweeps around the left side. Look out. He is in there. It's a touchdown. Matt Snell just made it to the goal line before being knocked down, but that's all it takes. And so for the first time tonight, we have seen a touchdown scored, this one by the professional champions, the New York Jets, with 6 minutes and 55 seconds of playing time remaining in the first half. Well, the All-Stars held them off for the whole first quarter without allowing a touchdown to be scored. They held them on 2 or 3 marches. The All-Stars defense, in spite of the fact that it's been scored on with a touchdown here, has to be given lots of credit for the work it has done. Jim Turner is about to attempt the conversion now. Pirelli will hold. There's the boot. It is good. Score. The Jets 13, the All-Stars nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute.
Well, Jack, the Jets marked 75 yards in their last drive for a touchdown, but 35 of those yards came on penalties against the All-Stars, 15 for roughing and 20 yards on a pass interference. Maybe this time they'll do it. Here's the kickoff.
Here's the boot. Roger Worley and Ollie Taylor deep, and it's Ollie Taylor standing at the 8. He takes it to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's slowed up at the 20 and down at the 23-yard line, hit by 2 or 3 of those forwards in the New York Jets kicking team. John Dockery, the first man to make contact with him. Cecil Leonard also getting involved in that tackle. So it's the Stars ball. First and 10 to go now. They're on 23-yard line. Completed 8 out of 16 for 124 yards now. No touchdown passes by Joe. The touchdown that was scored was a running play with the ball handed off to Matt Snell. Cecil Cook is the quarterback for the Stars. Cecil Cook now Greg Cook from Cincinnati. And he looks for a receiver. He waits, he throws, and it is incomplete in the backfield. His target was Paul Gibson, who was probably the safety valve receiver, as Cook looked downfield and could find nobody open. Second down 10. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half at Soldiers Field. All-Star passing attack has run into a great defense tonight. They have completed 1 out of 11 for a total of 3 yards. Gene Washington now is split away to the right, and he is the target on this play. He falls down trying to catch that ball at the 25-yard line. The pass was incomplete. It was one of those quickie sideline passes. Now, third down 10. Johnny Sample, Jimmy Hudson, Bill Baird, and Randy Beverly, who were expected, of course, to be outstanding on pass defense, have been just exactly that so far tonight. Third down 10. Back goes Cook. He looks. He slips. He may run with the ball. He does. And he slips and falls down at the 25-yard line, trying to avoid the defensive man coming up from the secondary. Fellow who was responsible for tackling him before it was all over was Big John Elliott, the inside right tackle from Texas, 6'4", 250-pounder, and a 3-year veteran of this competition. Bill Bradley. Gets it away at the 50. It's high. Coming down, fair catch called for at the 38, and this time Leonard manages to hang on to it at the 38 or 39-yard line. Fell forward to the 40, and they give him the 40. A 35-yard net punt from scrimmage, not the best one they've had. The best was 47 net. And they had another one of 45 with a -2 return. We're watching the Jets and the All-Stars. A real head bumper here in the lakefront in Chicago. Here's the snap and the handoff now by Namath. And I believe that's White carrying the ball. Made a little substitution here. Lee White from Weber, make that Weber State. We found that out in talking to Coach Dick Mata of the Chicago Bulls. Weber State, 6'4", 235-pounder, a 2-year man in the league, so he's got that rookie year out of the way. Second down 11. He lost a yard on that last play. The ball is from 39-yard line. Second down 11. 4:15 to go in the first half. Back goes Broadway Joe. He looks. He fakes. He waits. He moves. Now he throws one way down here. And here again we have interference. However, there is an interception by Marsalis. Now there are flags down all over the place. Against whom, of course, we'll have to wait and see. The interference is probably against the All-Stars. You can see the disgusted gestures on the part of the All-Stars and their bench on the call. Because for the first time tonight, we had a pass interception. Jim Marsalis, the defensive back, managed to step in front of Big Turner and steal it from him. However, they are ruling interference. Call it funny. It's not the proper word, probably, if you're an All-Star, is that the interference happened against a man who was not a target. Yeah, back goes Joe. He looks, he throws way down there, and Maynard has his man beaten this time. However, Marsalis recovers in time to tackle him inside the 15-yard line. Ken Maynard doing a beautiful faking job, faked to his left and moved out to his right, beat his man on the play, and completed the pass for 33 yards. It is now 1st and 10 now for the Jets on the All-Stars 13-yard line. 1st and 10, 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this first half. Score. The New York Jets 13, the All-Stars nothing. Weave Eubank's superior defense is certainly manifesting itself here so far tonight. Walt Michaels and Joe Spencer, Buddy Ryan and Ken Meyer, his coaches, have certainly come up with a tremendous defense so far. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes now to the running back on the right side on that play. That is Lee White, and Lee plowing off the right side. The left side of the All-Stars defense fights his way down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Matt Snell is coming back in the ball game now, and he's replacing Lee White. Matt Snell, who has to be listed as the fullback, although he and Emerson Boozer are both capable of playing fullback. One's 5'11", 207, the other 6'2", 219. Now with the ball on the 7 yard line, it becomes second down. 5 yards to go for a first down. Here's the snap. Back goes Namath. He throws out in the flat. Incomplete. The target was Lamont, the tight left end. Incomplete. Trotting in is Big Turner after having talked it over on the sidelines with Weave Eubank a little bit. Now Bake is moving on there. Bake is one of that famous quartets that the Jets have. Those personal appearances. Yeah, the other members of that quartet, incidentally, Jack, are Matt Snell, Country Don Maynard, and Jim Turner. Here we go, Jack. Turner's the kicker, Maynard's the pass-receiving end. Third down, 5. Here's a pitch out to Snell. He throws a pass, and it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Bill Bradley. Well, for the first time tonight, the Jets tried some real deception, some real trick stuff, and it boomeranged right in their faces. The All-Stars have the ball out of the 20-yard line, and again, that All-Star defense comes through. Score, the Jets 13, the All-Stars nothing, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And you can say that once again, Jack, that these youngsters on defense are playing a magnificent ball game.
Hitting the flanker, and Gene Washington, the split end, and it's Washington who's the target. He catches the ball out of bounds. He goes with it at the 24-yard line. So they make 4 on that play. And they're letting the clock continue to move, so maybe he didn't go out of bounds on that last play. It looked like he did. Maybe they're just letting the clock catch up with the official clock. Anyway, it's going to be second down and 6 yards to go, 4 yards on that last play as they break the huddle. A running play by the All-Stars, which on that last play featured Bill Enyard, who just came in at the fullback spot in place of Paul Gibson. Netted 2 yards. It's now 3rd down 4. We have 1 minute and 25 seconds to go in this first half. The All-Stars own the football back in their own territory, in their own 26-yard line. Here's Greg Cook, quarterback, looking for a receiver. He throws a sideline pass, and it is incomplete, out of bounds, almost at midfield. Now, with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go, it looks like the All-Stars have to give up that football. And, of course, the pros being the pros, they're liable to employ that minute pretty well. They can get a lot of plays with a good clock-watching type quarterback like Namath, fellows like Y.A. Tittle and Johnny Unitas, among the outstanding clock watchers we've ever known. They can milk a minute for more plays than you could believe could be packed into a full quarter. Anyway, Thompson is going to kick. Perfect pass from center. He gets the boot away. It's high. It's an angle punt, comes down at the 30, takes a jet bounce, or rather an all-star bounce, goes inside the 10 and is down, way back in jet territory. That was Ron Sayers, Gale's little brother, who downed that one for the best punt of the night, a 68-yard net boot from scrimmage, and that should give the All-Stars a little bit of breathing room, although, as we said, with 1 minute to go in the first half, the Jets own the ball on their own 7-yard line now. Ron Sayers from Omaha, a real fine young man, and Gale Sayers' young brother was the fellow who, racing down beautifully under that punt, downed it inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Jets. They own the ball on their own 7-yard line. Here's the snap. The handoff goes now to Mathis. Off right tackle goes Mr. Mathis, and running play that uses up some time. He moves the ball up to about the 15-yard line. Brought down just about equidistant with the goalpost there as far as the middle of the field is concerned. And in an area where the visibility is no bargain here, it's a little tough to even do color television out of this place because of the lighting. 30 seconds to go now in the first half. And let's see what Mr. Namath has in mind. Put the ball on the 15-yard line. 2nd down 2. Team's tense. Here's the snap. Namath hands off to Mathis. He sweeps around the left side once more, cuts inside, and gets to the 17 or 18-yard line. Brought down by, again, Pritchard, the left linebacker, and by Ed White. Now moved into the left tackle position on the inside. And there was an all-star shaken up on that play. The clock shows about 25 seconds to go in this first half. With 20 seconds to go in the first half, the Jets ahead 13-0. It's 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line as the Jets ball. Back goes Joe. He looks, he throws way down here. He's going for the bomb, and he's got his man. That's a 43-yard line of the college All-Stars. Catching that ball that time for the Jets was John Dockery, who strangely enough is listed initially as a defensive back, but that's the end of the half. They used up the clock on that play. The clock here at the South End of Soldiers Field was just a little bit behind the official clock. A 40-yard completed pass, but with the play being down not far from the 40-yard line of the college All-Stars, the gun entered the first half. And so, the score at the end of the half with the big half coming up is the New York Jets 13, the All-Stars nothing. Talk to George Hallis. He's out here tonight. Coach was very pleased with the way his draft choice, Mr. Reuben Mays, is handling himself, and also Douglas. And there's a soccer-style kick into the end zone. And it's down there by Battle. It'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. Roy Girella kicking that ball all the way into the end zone. He uses that soccer style. One that the Gogolak boys have made very, very well known. So now, 1st and 10 to go. Quarterbacking the Super Bowl champion Jets is Joe Namath. He's in there starting the 3rd quarter. He's quarterbacked the whole ball game so far. So Mr. Namath has been here as advertised, and his presence has certainly been very much felt. Here's a quick pass out in the flat caught by Big Turner at the 25-yard line. A quick 5-yard gain on the opening play with Thompson of the All-Stars forcing him out of bounds quickly after the catch. That makes it now second down, 5. Second down, 5 yards to go for a first down. Jets huddling back on their 15-yard line. Jets in white with green numerals. White helmets, green trim. White pants, green stripe. Some cases white shoes, some cases dark. Namath wearing white shoes. They're kind of a trademark with him. And here's a quick handoff to Emerson Boozer. He is down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Getting in there very, very quickly on him that time was Freddie Dreyer, the right end on the defense. And as a result, a loss of about 2 or 3 on the play puts the ball back now on the 23-yard line. That makes it now third down. Third down. Almost 7 yards to go for the first down.
Salute George Strickler of the Chicago Tribune, the sports editor, who was responsible, Jack, for this magnificent game, and just visiting this.
Here is Namath dropping back. Here's the pass, and it is caught by Big Turner. He is downed in his tracks by Thompson again, but he held on to that ball. He was hit very, very hard. You're right. Congratulations certainly are in order for George Strickler and Coach. As the sports editor of the Chicago Tribune, of course, you front for an organization and a department that's done a magnificent job here tonight. Congratulations, George.
Thank you, Jack. Thanks to all of our friends who helped us so much. It took a lot more than just the Tribune to put this over.
Have you had a head count yet?
No, but I think it'll be between 74 and 75,000. It's the largest we've had in a number of years.
First and 10 now, 35-yard line. Here's Namath throwing the deep one, and it's intended for Don Maynard, but way over his head out of bounds on the far side of the field. We'll see now if the All-Stars have made any adjustment in their defensive as well as their offensive alignment. Of course, they haven't had the ball on the offense yet. Defensively, they certainly charged through there beautifully on that second play from scrimmage to knock that ball carrier down for a loss. The catch by Big Turner, of course, is something that a lot of ball clubs have experienced with their defenses, because Mr. Turner's the kind of a man who really knows what he's doing at all times out there. He's from Texas Tech, an 8-year veteran. He's 6'1", 179, and sometimes it must look like he's about 9'1", going up in the air for that ball, the way he can leave his feet. Back goes Namath. He looks for a receiver. He's got plenty of time. He throws, and he hits his man. This time, he lands right smack with Bill Rodemaker at the 45-yard line, and Bill moved forward 2 or 3 yards on that catch. Bill Rodemaker was really ready for that one. Northern Michigan, 6'1", 190, a 6-year vet. That was good for 13 yards. That, of course, then gives the Jets first down, 10 yards to go. First and 10, the ball between the 35, or rather the 45 to 50-yard line at the 48-yard line. Jets huddling between the 35 and 40 have broken it up. They have Maynard split away to the right. And, of course, he's another one who's pretty shifty out there. Here's the snap. There's a quick pass out in the flat to Maynard, and Don is grabbed by Marsalis. He runs around him and gets all the way down to the 30-yard line before being caught from behind. Bill Marsalis finally caught up with him, but he was not able to handle that first fake of Maynard's after Don caught the ball almost at the line of scrimmage. Raced around, rolled out to his right, and made it work for 22 yards. That puts the ball at the 30-yard line. Again, first and 10 now for the New York Jets. Namath seems pretty determined to get himself a score here real quickly in this third quarter. The Jets lead 13-0 in the ball game. And, of course, if they can get one more touchdown now, the All-Stars will be forced to be playing catch-up football. Now, that's a gamble a little bit, and that can change things a lot. Here is Turner, and the pass is broken up at the 4-yard line. Again, it is Thompson, Bill Thompson from Maryland State, making the dive there, doing a beautiful job of getting a right hand in front of that pass intended for Big Turner. Batting it out of bounds, incomplete, making it now second down and 10. So far, Namath has completed 14 out of 25 passes for 249 yards. He still has his first touchdown pass, however, to register, because the touchdown they got was a run by Matt Snell. Here's the snap, and a quick pitch out now to Emerson Boozer. Sweeps around the left side and caught from behind. Charging in there, Bob Babbage. One of the linebackers, George Hallis, referred to at halftime as we were talking to him in there. I said, what are some of the things you see that impress you in this ball game? He said, I'm looking at a couple of pretty good young linebackers. And I think he meant, of course, Berge and Babbage, the job they did in the first half. He didn't mention them by name, but I have a feeling that has to be the duo, although Ron Pritchard has come in there for some great work, too. But for the most part, Babbage, the right linebacker, and Berkey, the middle linebacker, have been doing the big job of tackling on those running plays for the All-Stars. Third down, 14. The ball forced all the way back to the 35-yard line of that last play. And back goes Namath once more. Important play here. He almost got caught from behind. He throws in the end zone, and it's incomplete to Maynard. Beautiful defensive work again, this time by Bill Bradley of the Stars. And for the first time tonight, we saw Namath hit. He was caught from behind. It was a legitimate effort on the part of the defensive man charging in there on him. I have a feeling it was Fred Dreyer, the fellow who got to him, because the minute the ball left his hands, of course, we stopped watching that and watched the ball. Now with fourth down, that means that Jim Turner is going to attempt a field goal again. He'll be kicking from the 42-yard line. The last one he kicked was from the 43-yard line. That is the first one tonight, and it was good. Fourth down, 14. Here's the boot. It has the distance. It is good. And so the score is now the New York Jets 16, the All-Stars nothing. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Roger Worley at about the same spot, maybe the 4-yard line. Anticipating kickoff now. Boot will be made by Vernon Biggs, the big defensive end of the Jets. The boot carries high to about the 3. Taken there by Aldi Taylor. He's at the 10, the 15, 20. Briggs and drags to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield, 45, 40, 30. Caught from behind at the 20-yard line. A beautiful run. A beautiful run by Aldi Taylor. And he's taken out of the way just in time to avoid a tackle at the midfield stride. And he was finally brought down here by, I want to say Mike Hall, possibly Pete Perot, after a 78-yard return. This is a big play on the part of the All-Stars. It's the All-Stars ball for the first time tonight in the New York Jets territory at the 20-yard line. Here's the handoff now. Goes to Portalac. He finds a little hole at right guard. He is nailed as he starts off right guard. However, starts to slide out by Big John Elliott. A little yardage on the play. Got the ball down to about the 17-yard line. Give him second down now. Roughly 7 yards to go for a first down. Scoreboard reads 8. Possibly he was on the 19 when the line of scrimmage was formed there after that long run back by Aldi Taylor. That is the most thrilling single play of the night. It is now second down. All-Stars ball on the 17-yard line. Here's Greg Cook. He looks for a receiver. He's got one. It's a touchdown. Washington goes into the end zone. Steve Washington catching that ball on the 5-yard line, slid into the end zone, and the All-Stars have scored. A 17-yard pass play. There's an All-Star down. Here's the 25-yard line. Taken up. He's trying to get up. He's having no luck at all. It is Johnny Shinners, the guard, who's also their backup center behind Cole. Style kick by Girella. Placed down. Hanratty holding. The kick is perfect. Man, this kid can really kick. And so with 9 minutes and 16 seconds showing on the clock here in the third quarter, it's the Jets 16, the All-Stars 7, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute.
As they give them possession of the ball this time and get back that ball, there's a good chance. Here we go, Jack.
Here's Girella booting. It's high and it's deep. It's going deep into the end zone, and it is going to be down there by Cecil Leonard. He is not about to run that one out. That ball was up there too high and carried too deep. So it's now the Jets ball. First and 10 to go on their own 20-yard line. Jets 16, the All-Stars 7. The question now is, have the All-Stars proven something to themselves, which will be the morale boost they need? WGN Radio Chicago, first in sound, first in service, first in sports. A lot of thrilling sports on WGN Radio, including the one we're watching tonight, the All-Star game. Boozer and Snell in that deuce backfield. The handoff to Matt. Over the middle he goes, and Snell hits hard up to the 25-yard line. Give him about 5 on that play. Tackle made on that play by the All-Stars, Freddie Dreyer, the defensive end, who may also be the fellow, as we said earlier, who was the first man to make contact with Joe Namath because Jones has been given a lot of protection. He gets back fast, and of course he has that quick release. And his knees are always a question mark. That's why you have to really look carefully when a fellow like that gets hurt. Snell has 57 yards and 11 carries tonight. This time the ball is given to Boozer, and he gets nowhere. Emerson, trying very hard to go off right tackle, found himself nailed by a number 77. That's a pretty good number as far as this neck of the woods is concerned. It's being worn tonight by William Stanfill, the big defensive end. Bill Stanfill, a fellow from Georgia, 6'6", 250 pounds. Pritchard, the left linebacker, also helping on the play. Third down, 5. No gain on that last play. Third down, 5. As Emerson Boozer from Maryland State had himself no luck at all on that last carry. Strong side left this time as Lamons lines up on the left end spot as their tight end. Now he shifts a couple of steps away from the left tackle, and back goes Namath. He looks, he goes to the sideline, and it may have been intercepted on the far side of the field. I believe it was. Yes, it was. And running with that ball now. However, the play is dead. Apparently went out of bounds in spite of the fact that the All-Star coaching staff is yelling hard. Rudy Redmond grabbed that ball, but apparently he's just out of bounds after having intercepted it. It is still going to be the All-Stars ball, it looks like. But he did go out of bounds after the catch. Otherwise, old Rudy's going to run himself right into the end zone and make himself a touchdown. It's the All-Stars ball, first and 10. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third quarter at Soldiers Field. It's the All-Stars ball, first and 10 to go on the Jets' 34-yard line. Greg Cook is the quarterback. Here's the snap, and the handoff back. Cook tries to bootleg one, and he finally throws the ball, and he throws it out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Diving for the ball was Washington, who appears to be his best target so far tonight. But this time, he just could not do anything about it. Aldy Taylor is in there at one of the halfback posts now. The quarterback is Greg Cook from Cincinnati, one of the 3 quarterbacks being carried by the All-Stars this year. Greg is a husky fellow, 6'4", 210-pounder. They used Bobby Douglas in there a little bit, almost what looked like a double wing formation and certainly a wingback tight. And Douglas himself was doing a little running with the ball on the option play. Split end right and left. Here's a trap play, and a handoff is no good. A handoff to Gibson, but the Jets were really ready for this play. They apparently saw some All-Star film. They read something in that last play because they were really ready for that one. They weren't fooled at all by the trap. Greg Cook still quarterbacking. Split end right and left. And back goes Greg. He looks, he throws, and it's caught back of the line by Aldy Taylor. It's at the 35. The 30 still going at the 25. And down at the 22-yard line. He was finally hit from behind by Al Atkinson, the linebacker, but not before Aldy Taylor catching the safety valve pass, net of 17 yards, and a first down for the All-Stars at the 21-yard line of the New York Jets. Very, very wonderful work by little Aldy Taylor. He's the fellow who ran that kickoff back 78 yards to set up the score that the All-Stars do have. Now split away out there to the left for the All-Stars. Here's Ed Hinton. The snap, back he goes, he looks, he has time this time, and he throws in, he overthrows his target. His target was Gene Washington at about the 10-yard line. The ball went sailing on into the end zone. He still had plenty of time. That's the best protection I've seen the passer get tonight by the All-Stars.
That's right, Jack. He had plenty of time there, had some very good blocks up in front of him, and unfortunately he just threw the ball a little bit too hard and a little bit too high for the potential receiver.
And back goes Cook. He rolls around to the left. He may throw. He finally does. And it is incomplete. His target was Washington again at the 5-yard line. He scared him a little bit. He rolls out pretty good, this fella Cook. And he looks like he's going to run with that ball once in a while. They're pounding away good in that line. Fellows like Rufus Mays and Dave Bradley, John Cole, Mike Montler, George Coons from tackle to tackle for the All-Stars, pounding away and taking a lot of punishment from that front forward rush of the Jets. And here is a handoff to Podolak now. This play may go a little wrong. Almost recovered. It was a handoff from Cook to Podolak. And Podolak was all set up to pass that ball, but the handoff was not very deceptive. The timing was a little bit on the shabby side. As it was, Gene Washington, with a great effort, tried very hard to save that play, to pull it out of the fire. It simply goes as an incomplete pass, and now I expect we'll see a field goal effort with 4th down and 10 on the 21-yard line by Roy Girella. And he's almost perfectly in line with the goalpost. If they go in on this one now, it's going to be a different ball game altogether for a while at least. Here's the boot. It is perfect. Man, did he split the uprights with that one. And with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, it is now the Jets 16, the All-Stars 10. And we'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute. Girella, who, by the way, was drafted by Houston, kicks it, and in the end zone she goes, and they're going to try it, it looks like. Here comes Battle. He's up to the 10, the 15, he's up to the 20. He is caught from behind at about the 25-yard line. He falls forward for a couple of extra yards on the play, and so the Jets think by running that one out, they made a few more yards than they would have had they gone for the touchback. The ball is spotted down at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 now as Joe Namath and the champion Jets come out of the huddle. So far, the story of this ball game has been offensively and defensively a good all-star performance, but it was all defense the first half. Here's the handoff now to Matt Snell, and as Matt tries to weave a little bit into that line, he zigged when he should have zagged, and he met quite a wall. The bottom man was the linebacker, the right linebacker, Bob Babbage. He got up to the 30-yard line. I'm surprised he made 3 yards on that play because it looked from here like he was going to be stopped pretty cold. But he's a hard runner. WGN Radio Chicago, 1st and sound, 1st and service, 1st in sports. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. 16-10 ball game. The Jets out in front. They have the ball on their own 30-yard line. They put a flanker right. Strong side right on this play. Here's the snap, and back goes Namath. He's standing at the 21. He throws the sideline pass to Bake Turner. There's a flag down near midfield, and Bake Turner is down here rather quickly. Once he is in possession of the ball, he was hit rather hard on the play by Bill Berge, the middle linebacker who backed up on the play. There was a flag down on the play, and the pass completion is acknowledged to be at the 49-yard line of the All-Stars.
Jack, the pass interference by the All-Stars, of course, was declined by the Jets. Of course, they took the game.
Flanker right, split end left. Here is Namath. Back he goes once more. He looks, he throws, and this time he hits Bake Turner again. This time he moves the ball to the 35-yard line, and boy, that guy is tough to handle. Bake Turner manages to fool both Bradley and Thompson on this one for 14 yards, moving the ball now for first down at the 35-yard line of the College All-Stars. The All-Stars have done a clever drafting job, however, this time, a clever recruiting job, I better say, of getting those defensive backs. Defensively, this is one of the toughest ball clubs. No matter what the score turns out to be, you've got to say that this is a talented defensive club so far. And here is a trap play. The handoff to Snell. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. He may go all the way. He does. Max Snell on a trap play. Off left tackle. With Namath faking the pass and sending the pass defenders back. Hands off to Snell on the trap, and man goes 35 yards for a touchdown, and the Jets have scored their second touchdown of the evening. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the third quarter at Soldier Field, and there was one that really hurt the All-Stars plenty. That one was a sudden strike by Matt Snell. Here's the Jets 25, the All-Stars 10. Turner. Here's the kick. It's no bargain. It's high and it's short. And it's going to be taken there at the 15-yard line. And down very hard for the All-Stars is Roger Worley. But he's still held onto the football, and they own it now at the 25-yard line. Mike Battle, coming down under that kickoff, was the fellow who made the tackle. The score, the Jets 23, the All-Stars 10. We said 25-10 because they flashed 25 up there, and I bought it without taking trouble to add it up. Is Cook bootlegging the ball from over. Now he throws, and he hits his man. He hits his tight end at the 34-yard line. fellow who caught that one for the All-Stars was Bob Miller, playing tight end for this ball club now from USC, 6'5", 245-pounder, playing tight end instead of Bob Klein. It was the starting tight end on the right side for the most part for the Stars. Second down, a yard to go. Second down, 1. Signal call, slow count, maybe an audible. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes now to the left halfback on the play. And moving around is Barrett on this one, Carl Garrett, getting nowhere. Fell forward after he was hit, but he just couldn't fall forward far enough, so he actually netted about a foot on the play. They needed a yard. Coming in now is Klein from the sideline, probably on orders with a certain play from the boss man. Aldy Taylor's coming in too. 35-yard line to the All-Stars, the All-Stars ball. Here's the snap. And here is the fake. He's going for the bomb. And he's got a man. It is caught by Aldy Taylor. A flag down the 20-yard line. He falls down at the 15-yard line. The All-Stars with a daring play on third down and a foot to go. Goes for the big bomb, and Aldy Taylor got behind the man and made the catch. And even though there was a flag down, the play holds up. It is now the All-Stars ball, first and 10 to go on the Jets' 12-yard line. Let's see if these kids can get that touchdown back now. Cook the quarterback, and what a job he's doing here tonight. Ray Cook, signal call, back he goes. He waits, he's got a little protection. He waits a little while longer, he throws it in. Fine, making the score. Bob Klein coming up with a touchdown catch, and again the All-Stars striking like lightning with amazing suddenness. 12 more yards and a touchdown, and they're back in this ball game again. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter as Greg Cook and Bob Klein team up for a touchdown in the wake of that 58-yard pass. A daring gamble, a daring play indeed, with third down and about a foot and a half to go. And talk about excitement, we have it on the lakefront in Chicago tonight. Here's the boot. It is good. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. The score, the New York Jets 23, the All-Stars. This is the deepest one yet. This is out of the end zone by 5 yards on the fly. Woo, boys. Not sure ought to put a foot to that one. You know something, this guy may be the only guy in history to hit the roof of the Astrodome with a football kick. Beautiful. He's been drafted by Houston. Well, Cook has 6 out of 14 for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. Namath has 16 out of 29 for 283 yards and no touchdown passes. Snell has 95 yards and 2 touchdowns and 13 carries. All right, first and 10 of the 20-yard line. Here's Namath looking for somebody to throw to. He's being chased. And he finally throws way out here, and it may be intercepted. It looks like it may have been intercepted. They're back here about the 37-yard line. Yes, sir. That's also intercepted by Roger Worthy of Missouri. The All-Stars own the football. Joe Namath gambled and lost. He tried to go for the big strike to get it back in a hurry, and it didn't work. The All-Stars own that football, first and 10 to go on their own 37-yard line. That is the third interception tonight, the second on Namath's cut. Okay, All-Stars ball, watch it now, first and 10 to go. These kids appear to be kind of fired up now. And Cook is asking the crowd for silence so they can hear the signals. This is the first time we've had this happen in a long time. Here's the snap, and the handoff is fake. Here's Cook looking for a receiver, and he gets one. It is the big 86 again. Look at him go. He's all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's Bob Miller. Gigantic Bob Miller. Catching the ball just over the line. He's a big guy, 6'5", 245 from USC, and he spells his old buddy, also from USC, Bob Klein at that right end position, and this one nets a total of 33 yards. And now the All-Stars have the ball. First and 10 to go on the Jets. 36-yard line. 33 yards on that last play. And here are the All-Stars now, who for a long time in the first half couldn't even get the ball in the other guy's territory, threatening once more. Threatening now to take the lead in this game if they can get a couple of plays underway. Here's Cook. He throws, and it's incomplete again, his target. was the same man, Big Miller, and for a minute I thought perhaps Miller might have been hurt on that play. As a matter of fact, he is limping a little bit. Doc Steve Reed taking a look at him on the far side. Second down 10, Klein back in at the tight right end. Strong side right now for the College All-Stars. Greg Cook under Cole the center. Signal being called. There's Gibson doing a hike, and he takes the ball, and he hits off left guard, and he fights his way inside the 35 and gets down to about the 33-yard line. Grabbed hard just as the gun ends the third quarter, and listen to the crowd. Get these kids a great big hand as they gain goals for the fourth quarter coming up. It's going to be 3rd and 8 on the 34-yard line. Score at the end of 3 quarters. The Jets 23 of the All-Stars, 17 of this All-Star game. WGN Radio, Chicago. All-Stars ball, 3rd and 8 on the 34-yard line of the Jets. Greg Cook still quarterbacking. They're all lined up. They have a flanker out to the right, a split end left, and back goes Cook. He looks, he throws over the middle. He hits his man. It's Miller at the 29. He's being forced back all the way to the 36-yard line. However, he will get as far as his forward motion took him, and Bob Miller, hit by Jim Hudson, still managed to complete that pass to the 29-yard line. That then is going to make it 4th down and about 2 or 3 yards to go for a first down. 14 minutes and 30 seconds to go, so we look for Girella to attempt a field goal now. And if he gets it, it'll put the All-Stars within 3 points of the Jets. Roy Girella from New Mexico State, 5'10", 183. Is going to try one from the 37-yard line. Here's the place down. Here's the boot. It's up. It is no good. It had the distance, but it was off to the right too far. And so the Jets take over. And for once, the All-Stars, who had momentum, don't let that momentum cash in for them. Namath bends over his center. And it's a trap play. It's Snell. Over the middle he goes. Moves up to about the 24-25-yard line. That was the same kind of a play that led to the 34-yard touchdown run a little earlier. And Matt Snell pulls his way up to the 24. Give him second down 6. Second down 6. We still don't have a head count, but as George Strickler estimated, it's probably between 75 and 76 or 7,000. That is paid admissions down here at Soldiers Field tonight. Second down, a little over 5 yards to go for the first down. Here's the snap. Quick pass out in the flat. Caught by Turner. Out of bounds just as he makes first down yardage. The tackle on the far side made by Eugene Epp. Actually, it was more of a push out of bounds than it was a tackle, but it still did not prevent Big Turner, one of the better pass receivers in the league, from making first down yardage for the New York Jets. Looks like he just did make it. 1st and 10. Maynard to the right, Big Turner to the left. Strong side left this time for the New York Jets. College All-Stars with 6 men on the rush. Here's a quick handoff to Emerson Boozer. They tried the quick opener again, and Boozer moves for about 4. Play a good deal similar to the one Matt Snell attempted just a few moments ago. Give them 4 on the play. Put the ball now at the 34-yard line. That makes now second down 6. And, of course, these plays use up that clock, too. The running plays will use up about 25, 27, 28 seconds on the clock. Nobody's caught very long this time. And Broadway Joe quickly hands off to Matt Snell off left guard. He goes, and he moves the ball now to the 39-yard line. It might be termed his immediate range plan. These things can change in a hurry. 3rd down 1. Watch it now. All-Stars have a big job trying to stop the 1-yard gain. Let's see if they do. Nope. Emerson Boozer running to the right. Slides off right tackle. Gets across the 40 and falls forward to the 42-yard line. Joe Namath untouched again on that last play. To me, the way he's performing tonight and in the Super Bowl and what times we've seen him bears out Frank Leahy's great statement of several years ago in which Frank said, under today's conditions, the T-formation quarterback should be able to play the game in a tuxedo. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes on the trap play to Boozer. They're working the trap real well. This time he goes into the left side of the line. They managed to trap a little bit. The All-Star defensive men there of Rolf Kruger and possibly Dick Moore, the inside men. Over the ball, center John Schmidt from Hofstra, where they train incidentally, these Jets. Namath barking it out. The handoff goes to Snell. Off right guard he goes, and the hole is there. The right side of that line doing a good job opening the hole. Dave Herman and Sam Walton were the fellows who did the job that time. Mr. Snell has 110 yards and 16 carries. He is doing a big job again tonight. Matt Snell is his name. 6'2", 219-pounder, a 6-year veteran from Ohio State. We remember Matt very well a few years ago, tearing up the Big Ten. First and 10 now. Jets ball. They are up in front, 23-17. The handoff to Boozer. This time the trap was closed in a hurry. He managed to get himself maybe 2 yards, but not before. Ed White of the All-Stars put a real crusher-type tackle on him. He hit him plenty hard on that last play. Ed White, playing defensive left tackle, a big fella from California, stands 6'3", weighs 260 pounds. The ball was squarely at the 40-yard line of the college All-Stars. Second down 8, 2 yards on the last play. Trap play that netted only 2. Big Turner split away to the left. Maynard out here to the right. Kind of a tight news backfield this time with Boozer and Snell. There's the quick handoff to Matt. Over right guard he goes, a strict power play. Not much deception at all, except in the smoothness of the handoff from this time Joe Namath to the ball carrier Matt Snell. He tried just to the right of center. Bill Berge, the middle linebacker, the fellow who was the bulwark against him on the play. Snell, of course, with that power head down, those powerful legs driving like pistons, managed to maneuver for 3 yards with very little, if any, blocking. It is now 3rd down and 5. Big Turner split away left. Don Maynard out here to the right again. Tight left end, strong side left therefore, and the free safety for the All-Stars hedges over that way with the strong safety, and here's the pass by Joe, and it's no good. His target was Turner, and here's an interference call apparently at the 24-yard line. It could be that the call is against the All-Stars, Eugene Epps, against Big Turner. Yep, they're going to call that pass interference on the part of the All-Stars, and they're going to give the Jets the ball. 1st and 10 to go then at the All-Stars 22-yard line. And Broadway Joe, once again, has his ball club up to the line of scrimmage. Signal called. And the snap. And the handoff goes to the halfback on the play. It's White, who just came in. Spelling Matt Snell a little bit. Lee White from Weber State, 6'4", 235-pound, 2-year veteran. And he powers his way off left tackle on a slant play. Got inside the 20s at the 18-yard line on that one. That makes it now 2nd down 5. Give them 5 on that last play. And now there are 8 minutes and 15 seconds of playing time remaining here at Soldiers Field. Jets out of the huddle. Their white uniforms a little bit on the tattletale gray side up that line by now. Here's the snap. The handoff this time goes to White again. And this time, oh, that wasn't White. Beg your pardon. That was Bill Mathis from Clemson, who had just joined this ball club this week, and it wasn't on the roster as submitted earlier by the New York Jets. And here are 4 men coming in to replace 4 defensive backs for the college All-Stars as Otto Graham makes a wholesale substitution in the defensive back department with 1st and 10 to go at the 12-yard line. On a handoff now to White. He sweeps around the left side, and he is smeared as he tries to turn the corner. Very hard by Babbage. Coming up from his linebacker position, hit him head down hard, right with a waist-high tackle, and down he went. Credit Mr. White with good effort on that play. Even though he was hit hard, he kept on driving. He was not thrown for a loss as a result. He didn't gain anything, but he did manage to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage, and that was quite an accomplishment since he looked like he was going to be trapped back to the line. Down and 10. The New York Jets with a 6-point lead. They're out in front 23-17. Here's the snap, and here's a fake handoff, and now for the first time in a long time, a pass is thrown, and it is incomplete. The target was Maynard. The incomplete pass by Joe Namath, who with one running play after another appeared to be sooner or later trying to set them up for a pass play. And of course, I suppose it was just a question of when was the shoe going to fall as far as the defense of the All-Stars was concerned. They were expecting it, no doubt. Down 10. And the clock now shows 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in Soldiers Field. The All-Stars and the New York Jets, 23-17. The Jets out in front. Here's the snap, and here's the handoff, and this time, even though it was a beautiful fake by Namath, faking to his left and handing off to his right, he still found his ball carrier smeared at right guard. This time it was White again, And now with fourth down and just about 10 yards to go for a first down, it looks like we will see another field goal effort by Turner with Perilli holding. The kick will come from approximately the 18-yard line. Jim Turner kicks it. It is good. And the score now is the Jets 26, the All-Stars 17. Kickoff, Jack. And it is taken by Ollie Taylor at the 4. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Scoots to his right at the 25 and is down at about the 28-yard line. He was grabbed by Hayes. And Mike Hall also got involved in that tackle. So now it's the All-Stars ball. First and 10 to go. There are 5 minutes and 30 seconds of playing time remaining. The All-Stars ball on their own 28-yard line. Here they come. Seymour's in there. He's at right end. Went out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Good pass, Seymour. And Jim taking that pass from Greg Cook. Put the ball on the 35-yard line. Greg Cook still quarterback. He's done the big job tonight. There's the snap back. He goes. He looks. He throws just over the line. Intercepted by the linebacker on the left side at the 30, the 28-yard line. He is down. And the Jets now own that football as Ralph Baker, the left linebacker, a 6-year vet from Penn State, grabs the ball. And that gives the Jets the ball now inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. But Perilli is now quarterbacking. And Babe, a real veteran, throws one in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Incomplete as a fight for the ball takes place in the end zone between Jimmy Marsalis, who's done a superb job defensively, and John Dockery, the defensive back. There's going to be a penalty on Dockery, Jack. Offensive interference that time. Offensive interference. Babe Perilli, who's in his 16th year in the Big Show from Kentucky, 6-footer, 190, is quarterbacking now for the New York Jets. The Jets lead the All-Stars 26-17, first and 25 for them on the 40-yard line of the All-Stars. It'll be a pretty good rush here, it looks like, from the looks of the position of those defensive men. Here's the trap, and it goes to Mathis, and Mathis goes off left tackle. There's a little hole, but it closes up pretty fast considering the position of that rush, because that's the kind of a deal where if you can spring the man through the line, he's liable to go for big yardage. But this time, coming up from the secondary, the All-Stars got a little help defensively in spite of the big long rush. They had about 8 men on that rush, and the ball was only advanced out of the 37-yard line. Second down, 22 yards to go. The white-clad Jets with their green trim and numerals break their huddle. Over the ball, John Schmidt, the quarterback, Babe Perilli. Joe Namath's quarterback all night up till now. And here's Perilli rolling out to the right. And he's trapped and he is caught from behind. Big loss all the way back to the 47-yard line. One of the All-Stars got 2 shots at him, and on the second shot he made it good. It was Stanfield, Bill Stanfield. Started to get in trouble on the first rush. Perilli managed to sidestep him, but Stanfield caught him from behind after he picked himself up and went after him once more. Put the ball back now on the 46-yard line. Third down, 31 yards to go. This has got to be one of the toughest, roughest, and most exciting football games of the entire 36-year series. Blake Turner out there to the left. And back goes Perilli. He looks and waits, and finally he has it batted right back down in his face. It's an incomplete pass. The All-Stars thought of a fall on the ball just in case it turned out to be a fumble, but the backfield judge, or the referee, Jack Best, decided quickly that he had started his forward motion with that ball. Consequently, it simply goes as an incomplete pass. That'll make it now fourth down, 31 yards to go for a first down. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the football game, as the All-Stars anticipate either a punt or a field goal effort by the New York Jets. 45-yard line of the Jets. 2 men deep. And that was, look out, you're going to get a roughing the punter. Roughing the punter, and that is a very, very tough penalty to handle. He was hit by two men on that one. Charging in there for the All-Stars, for one, was Ernie Callaway, and for the other was Bill Berge. So that'll be 15 yards. It is still going to be the Jets' ball, fourth down and big yardage. They're going to have about 16 yards to go for a first down, but this also moves them up to field goal range, too. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Momentum is there, and it's very difficult for a player to avoid running into the punter. First and 10 now. The ball's on the All-Stars 41-yard line. It's Jets ball, 3:30 to go. Babe Parilli is still quarterbacking. Snap and the handoff now goes to Lee. Lee White. Into the middle, and they're using up that clock pretty well. Got the ball for about 1 yard to the 40-yard line. Second down and 9. Second down 9. George Knock is in there as one of the running backs. N-O-C-K. Second down 9. Now there are 3 minutes of playing time remaining. Score, the Jets 26, the All-Stars 17. Signal called, and here's the fake, and finally a handoff to White again by Parilli. Well, that was an interesting play. He faked the handoff and then finally pretended like it was a real fake and gave it to the man after all, which is a pretty good move. That wide, sweeping motion with the handoff motion by Parilli, working to Lee White, who went off tackle and got down to the 30-yard line. Kickoff return by Algie Taylor. And two plays later, they had themselves their first touchdown. That seemed to help a lot. And really charged this ball club up. Clock continues to move. 2:15 to go. And here's Parilli handing off. And once again, it is Lee White from Weber State. Working behind Maxnell. And Maxnell's being rested. So is Emerson Boozer. And so is Joe Namath. So the front liners in the backfield are no longer in the ballgame. There's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in this football game, an automatic timeout with the ball at the 28-yard line. We'll return with more action in just a minute. The final couple of plays. Second down 8. And we have just about 2 minutes of playing time remaining. Here's Parilli looking for a chance to throw that ball. He evades the crowd. He reverses himself. He's being chased back to the midfield stripe. He finally pushes the pass to White, who is way back of the line of scrimmage, and is finally filled for a big loss on the play. Nailing him good was Ed White, who nailed Lee White on the play. And it's been pushed all the way back now to the 38-yard line of the All-Stars, thus making it third down and 18. Babe Parilli chased good on that play. He was running around like a fellow who's been in the league a lot less than 16 years, I'll tell you that. Third and 18. And a minute and 15 seconds remaining. The New York Jets appearing to be trying to stall the clock out here and use it up, taking back they have that 9-point lead. And here's Parilli again. Now he throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Parilli, I guess, trying to make one more score before he closes out the evening. But that was incomplete at the 15-yard line. Now with fourth down and 18. Fourth down, 18. The ball is on the 38-yard line of the All-Stars. That means then that the All-Stars are going to have that ball first and 10 to go on their own 20-yard line with a minute of playing time remaining. A lot of credit to Weave Eubank and his staff. They've molded another fine machine this year, no doubt about that. And we want to give an awful lot of credit to Otto Graham and his boys, who in the space of a very short while have put together a good, cohesive unit that has given these Jets a great battle tonight. Here's Cook with a pitch out now to Gibson. He sweeps around the left side and out of bounds at the 22-yard line. As he tried to turn the corner, he realized that he just had no chance at all at gaining that pursuit angle on him that time for the Jets. Larry Grantham, the linebacker, just would have actually hurt him probably, that is, yardage-wise. So he went out of bounds and stopped that clock with 55 seconds to go. Second down 8, give him 2 on the play. Also a flanker to the left, Gene Washington, who's been a fine pass catcher tonight for the All-Stars. And here is Cook throwing a sideline pass, and it is Levias who makes the catch for first down at the 32-yard line right near the All-Star bench. And, of course, at this point, the Jets appear to be willing to concede the medium or short pass to protect against the bomb, and this is certainly understandable. First and and 10 to go now with the ball at the 33-yard line. So far tonight, Cook has completed 9 out of 19 for 162 yards. And these are figures kept by Arnie Harris, so that means, of course, they will be absolutely authentic. And here is a good catch by Lamont at the 42. It spins away from one man. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 50, 10. He's down at the 6-yard line. 30 seconds to go in the game, and the All-Stars have first and goal to go. Somebody has yelled for timeout, which of course is what they should do. They're going to spot the ball back down now at the 8-yard line. Little Jerry Lemias from SMU coming up with a spectacular spin as he caught the ball at about the 45-yard line. And then spun away from the defensive back and went all the way down. We're at first and goal to go, and they're putting the ball down on the 4-yard line now. It looks like a roughing the passer penalty. Lemias also drafted by Houston. Here's Cook. He throws, and it is incomplete in the end zone. The clock now shows about 27 seconds to go in this game. Ray Cook. The Jets 26, the All-Stars 17. Douglas got in for a little bit, a couple of plays, but it's Cook who's carried the quarterback burden for the All-Stars tonight. Ray Cook from Cincinnati. Here he is, dropping back fast. He looks, he throws, and he throws it incomplete. His target was Washington. Some of the people on the sidelines are trying to crowd onto the field, and they have to clear that field, of course, so that they can get this ball game completed. That's Arnold Graham. That's Arnold Graham that they're pushing back from the down there. Oh, yes, and a couple of his coaches and a couple of ad-lib supporters that he picked up along the way. Yeah. Now what? Uh-oh, could be against the coach. That's 15 yards on Arnold Graham. He was off the coaching limits there, way down there, and he got into a squabble with the officials. Third down 19. Here's a quick pitch out. And right back to Greg Cook. Here's a jump pass, and it is caught in the end zone by Lemias. It's a touchdown for the All-Stars. Don't see any flags anywhere. The play is going to hold out. Oh, boy, what a play that was. A beautiful beauty. The handoff to the halfback. The handoff went to Aldi Taylor, who immediately gave it right back to Cook. Rolled out to his right, made a jump pass into the end zone, caught right on the goal line almost by Jerry Lemias. So, a touchdown for the Stars with 15 seconds to go in this football game. This is unofficial, of course. The clock shows 15 seconds. And once again, Jarrella is going to attempt the extra point, and that he will hold. And boy, I'm telling you, these kids have put up one of the great fights we've ever seen an All-Star team come up with, win, lose, or draw. Here's the boot. It is perfect. And the score now, the New York Jets 26, the All-Stars 24. Some kind of a rousing finish. Well, this last half, the whole last half has been most exciting, one of the most dramatic we have seen. And to me, the really significant factor in this whole thing has been the never-say-die spirit of these kids. All right, let's see if we get ourselves the onside kick. Yeah, there it is, and it goes not quite up to the midfield stripe. So I don't think it's going to count. The ball didn't go to the 50-yard line, and even though the All-Stars recovered it at about the 48, that doesn't count. There's no time showing on the clock. No time showing on the clock, and there it is, the whistle. The ball game is all over. Final score. With one of the most rousing finishes football will see in any All-Star game, this 36th game. The final score, the Jets 26, the All-Stars 24. And Cup will be back with a recap in just 1 minute. Well, Cup, they'll never have to apologize for their performance tonight, either one of these clubs. I should say not. And listen to the cheer that the All-Stars are getting now as they leave the field after some farewell.